Our special guest today is a true dreamer. He has inspired so many in our community to dream big. He's one of the leaders who has laid the foundation of our community in New England. He started so many organizations which have enriched our community. Puran is truly our community catalyst. Let us meet him today. Puranji, namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome to the show, Puranji. And you have been part of so many organizations in New England. And I think a lot of these organizations are where they are today is because of your work. And I feel there is a story behind all the work that you have done. So one of the things that I've noticed is that you're very much interested in education. You're part of Ekal, Akshay, Patra. So tell us about your childhood. Something got motivated you in education so much.
Thank you, Manju. Thank you for asking me to come and talk to you. So far as education is concerned, let me tell you a story. I was 10 years old when I was born in Pakistan and came to India. We had to run away from there. So my parents had no money, no home, and we settled ultimately in Rajendra Nagar.
In Delhi.
In Delhi. And you know, at that time, the only thing my mother told me and told all the children, that education is the only panacea to all this.
True.
If you work hard and if you do well, you will rise in life.
True.
Which was very true. So, from my childhood, I had a deep interest in reading and writing and language, English language and other languages. Was very fond of it. And I used to read a lot. From age 6, I used to read newspaper.
Wow.
Later on, when I did my BSc Honours in Physics in Delhi University, my teacher was the famous scientist. He was head of the department, Dr. D.S. Kothari. And he was such a wonderful scientist from Cavendish Lab, Cambridge, but a great teacher and a simple person who really inspired. So he was so simple and yet so bright that looking at him, there was nothing else but inspiration coming from him. So he inculcated that education is the most important factor in your life. So work hard and do that. And then, you know, I got a call from IIT Kharagpur.
Right. Tell us about that is a very interesting story. That was the first IIT in India, right?
Yeah, first IIT in India. So Prime Minister Nehru himself was very much involved. And when I entered, so that was the first batch which came, and Prime Minister himself came to award the degrees. So I saw that convocation with all those big people on the stage. So it was very inspiring. My 4 years at IIT Kharagpur were very, very good in the sense that we worked hard, but at the same time, it was an institute which built people. We taught people how to study, but also how to do good to people. So that gave me very good education.
And you laid the foundation of IIT Sine as well, the USA. So tell us a little bit about that.
After I came here, so I saw that there was no association connecting IITians. So I thought about this idea and gathered few of my friends from IITs, you know, like Kaplesh Kumar, Chandar Khatak, and some Hemendra Acharya, Narendra Chavda. So these were the founding team. And we started in my home, IIT Sign, a society in New England, IIT Society in New England. So which became ultimately Pan IIT, because so many people like Deshpande and Rajat Gupta and everybody, they got interested, and this became Pan IIT. Pan IIT is a world organization.
They had a big conference recently, right?
Yeah, we had one in Providence, Rhode Island. It was great. Later on, you know, I got involved in Akshay Patra, started by Deshpande, and I became their first ambassador. It was nice of him. And so I worked with this organization Then Ekal Vidyalaya is a similar
Right.
organization. They give food
Yes.
and they give
Yes.
education. So both organizations are very good, and I am deeply involved in both of them, and particularly Ekal Vidyalaya.
Yes.
And this is so. I think, and let me tell you one thing.
Mhm.
You see, Indians are making such a big impact in America.
Yes.
Like you are there, you are a good doctor, and Upendra is there. You know,
Right.
he made. You know, the thing is, every one of us, there are people now thinking there are two governors in the this
Yes.
thing. So they are making impact.
Uh-huh.
You tell me, it
Uh-huh.
is all because of education.
Absolutely,
If we were
absolutely.
not educated,
Yes.
nobody cares. I mean, what we
Even especially in Boston, you look at some of the
Yeah.
top doctors, the entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah,
It's
and
all-
Silicon Valley is full of
Right, right.
all these very. So education is the
Is the
most
key
important.
for everything.
And
Yeah.
about inspiration, when I was 10 years old, I came and my
Uh-huh.
brother took me. When Gandhiji died in 1948,
Uh-huh. he
he took me to Delhi to see his funeral. I was 100 feet away when Gandhiji
Uh-huh.
was cremated, and I saw all these Mountbattens and big people sitting
Right.
on the ground, and Prime
Uh-huh.
Minister Nehru, you know, putting the Agni
Agni,
to
right,
his
right.
cremation.
And,
So,
and you invited his grandson few years ago, right?
Yeah.
When he came to
yeah,
Boston.
for 3-4 years
Right.
ago, Rajmohan Gandhi, who is a grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, but also the grandson on the mother side,
Uh-huh.
Rajagopalachari,
Oh, wow,
who was the
okay.
first Governor General
Okay.
of India.
Wow.
So he has all that.
Very
you
good
know,
pedigree.
and he is a
Okay.
professor, great writer.
Uh-huh.
So I invited him for Lexington Historical Society.
Yeah.
He gave a beautiful review of his book.
Now there is also an entrepreneur in you.
Yes.
I think the love of community and making it good. So you also were the founder of Minutemen, right?
Yes.
For jobs, people
Yeah.
who came from India, you got them
I
jobs,
came
right?
here, I was basically physics and engineering degree,
Uh-huh.
and I worked, but in the heart of heart, I wanted to be on my own.
Uh-huh.
And then I put few things together, and I felt that I should start my own company.
Mhm.
And this was a feeling that by starting a consulting service or a staffing company,
Uh-huh.
it may be helpful to my people who are coming from India and other
Absolutely.
places to help
Absolutely.
them as
Absolutely.
immigrants, but at the
Absolutely.
same time to improve my own, career. So
Uh-huh.
it was one of the first, maybe the first such company in New England, definitely, maybe in the nation. So I started, and then it went well, and I was able to accomplish various things because it gave me an opportunity, not working for a company, but having my own company. I had enough time to think of other things as to what to do, IIT and this and Mithas.
Yeah, right. So, talking of, I heard somebody say that in those days, you couldn't come to Boston and not meet Puran.
That is nice of people to think.
And also, from the entrepreneurship perspective, I think you were a big part. You were a charter founding member of Thai Boston, and I heard there was a story you were in Sameer Desai's office or something, and this got started.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
actually, you see the charter. This was a big euphoria because Devtesh Pandey is such a good man as he is.
Yes.
He started his company Cascade Communication, which became a hit of
Okay.
the whole world.
Okay.
And then Desh, the people who became involved. So what happened was that we had to have a kind of office, and we started in a little 10 by 12 feet office
Okay.
in Sameer Desai's building in Burlington. Me and Adi Gazdar.
Okay.
We hired Geeta Ramamurthy.
Okay. Oh, I remember her.
Yeah,
Right,
Geeta
right.
Ramamurthy. And ultimately, she became the first executive director. So we trained her, and then it's history. You know
Yes.
that how
Yes. Ties now
expanded,
everywhere.
and we did so many things.
One of the other organizations that you've been very instrumental in, and I think you love music a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard you sing very well. I've actually heard you at Mohan's house.
Right.
So is Mithas, right? So you
Yes.
started that with George Ruckett
Yes.
as well, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, Mithas was started by George Ruckert,
Uh-huh.
and there was a gentleman, entrepreneur Raoji, and it started. But very early on,
Mhm.
I was introduced to Mithas,
Uh-huh.
and I met George Ruckert,
Uh-huh.
and very soon he asked me to become president of Mithas,
Okay.
which I accepted. It
Uh-huh.
was such an honor because MIT Heritage of Arts is a great institution.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so I worked as president, and we
Uh-huh.
did lot of very creative.
Mhm.
That was the golden time
Uh-huh.
because Zakir Hussain, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan.
Yes. Ravi Shankar you
Ravi
brought
Shankar,
also,
and
right?
so many people.
Right.
And the Kresge used to, you may be knowing,
Yes.
that Kresge used to be full with these people.
Absolutely.
It was a great time. We had a team which was
Uh-huh.
so good. You see, Deepti Nichavan,
Yes.
Deepak Singh,
Uh-huh.
and George Ruckert, and we all, rode the boat.
How about the other organizations from the community aspect that you started? Like you were part of the original team of Lexington Association and United India Association as well,
Yes.
right?
United India Association was started by, from 5-6 people of us,
Mhm.
and it was started, and then I became president later on, not
Okay.
in the beginning, but
Okay.
later on I served a term of 2 years
Okay.
as president of
Okay.
United. It's a great organization.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
a very good organization.
Lexington Association has
Yeah.
become so popular,
yeah.
so many members.
Oh, yeah.
I read that when you came, there were only 4 or 5 Indian families in Lexington. Now
When
there are
I came,
hundreds.
there are
right?
now there are 500 families.
That is
When I came,
amazing.
there are 3-4 families. So it has expanded.
It
And when
happens.
we started IAL, I'm an Indian associate, of Lexington, and it has really flowered into a good organization.
And Vision Aid too, you've been part of Vision Aid.
Vision
as well,
Aid,
right?
it was started by Ram Raju and
Right.
Reti Ramakrishna, and I came later, but
Yes,
I
you
and
supported
now
it though.
I supported it, but now I am the chairman of board of advisors for
Right.
Vision Aid. I love this organization
Yes.
because these two
Yes.
people, and now Ali Rizvi also is
Yes,
part of them.
Anu Chitrapu
These are very
done.
Anu
Yes.
Chitrapu. Yes, Anu
Yes,
Chitrapu
for
did
5 years she
dedicated
was the
service.
president.
Yeah, she did wonderful.
Right.
Actually, great service.
Yeah.
And so it's a matter of great pride.
I think it's not just the organizations, even from the individual level. I was talking to a lot of people who started businesses. I was talking to Pushpa Karnar from Alok, and
Yeah, yeah.
she said you inspired her. You were the first customer in Leader Bank.
I was the first
Right.
when
And
Leader Bank opened,
Right, such big.
so
So-
we were asked to come by Sushil
Right.
Tulli.
Lot of
And
stories.
So people were putting, so I
Yes.
put a good sum of money
And
as the first deposit.
I remember when I first met you, you told me, you're going to be Woman of the Year, And that
Yeah.
time I had no clue. So you have catalyzed all of us, I think, in
Yeah.
some form. And of course, Upendra ji, when he started
You
India
deserve
New
it.
England News.
You deserve it.
So you've been role model for so many of us. So tell us about some of your role models.
Yes. I tell you, I will categorize role models into 3
Mhm.
categories.
Okay.
Number 1,
Uh-huh.
when I was a kid, in school, I used to read books like
Uh-huh.
Nehru's book and autobiography,
Right.
glimpses of world history,
Uh-huh.
and all those Gandhiji's books,
Yes.
and read about Nelson Mandela
Uh-huh.
and these Rabindranath Tagore.
Mhm.
Actually, Vivekananda.
Mhm.
So I read all about them.
Mhm.
So they inspired me.
Mhm.
So that is one set of great people
Right.
who inspired me.
Right.
Lincoln,
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
Rabindranath Tagore, Shanti Niketan, and Mahatma Gandhi,
Mhm.
and Nelson Mandela. And these people, that is one set. I was not part of their movement, but I read about them and got inspired.
Yeah.
Then there is second set of people who have done very well, having come to America and brought the name of our country, like Desh Pandey. And he is a role model.
Absolutely.
I tell you, those kinds of people who have really, third is my own. You see, I tell you the role model, for example, George Ruckert. Not only that, I became part of jazz right from the beginning, but see his life. He did his masters in music from New York, and he heard Ustad Ali Akbar Khan in Lincoln Auditorium or something.
Yes.
And he got interested.
Absolutely.
He bought Sarod and he went to California because Ustadji has an institution in California. So he became. And you know what? 25 years he served Ustad Ali Akbar Khan. He learned from him. And he became the executive director of his institute for 25 years. Just living there. Just,
he's an
I mean,
amazing
no
person.
fond of money. So for me,
those are
he's
the
a
real
great
heroes.
role model.
I love Gretchen ji too, and
Yeah,
the way
Gretchen,
that Chitresh
no.
Das. They are an amazing
Gretchen,
couple.
Gretchen. Then he offered me this presidentship. We were in his house in Belmont, and you know, Gretchen printed my card, President of Guitar. I was overjoyed. One thing I want to make it clear here, that whatever we did, along with Kamlesh, without her I couldn't do anything.
Absolutely.
And she is the great supporter.
So tell us more about your family, you know.
Yeah.
Your wife and you are inseparable. We see you together at events.
Yeah, we are together. I was sick for 3 months. She slept there. She didn't come home. What kind of, that was part of my reason of recovery.
Absolutely.
And the family, I have 2 daughters. And one daughter, Reena, she lives in New Jersey because my son-in-law is in pharmaceutical companies. He is a senior position there. And he graduated from Brandeis, did his MBA from Columbia, and now they are there. My younger daughter, Rachna, she is married to Anpendra Sharma.
Yes, we all know him.
And she is, they were classmates.
Quite a character.
They were classmates in MBA program at Cornell University. After her graduation from Wellesley and Harvard, she went to Cornell. And so they met. And both have 2 children. Elder daughter has 2 girls, and one girl, Bianca, she graduated from Wellesley College this year.
Oh wow!
And Rachna has 2.
I saw one story once we had done about one of your grandchild was the principal for the day.
Yes.
Right?
Ria.
So education is
education
in your genes,
that was
right?
a great moment, I tell you. Ria was in 5th grade.
Right.
And they had a raffle. And they took a raffle. The idea was, whatever student's name comes, he or she will become principal for a day. So her number came, and here we go. The principal invites us, we go there, and she left her chair and put Ria in the chair. She gave her the program for the day. She gave her walkie-talkie. She gave her the keys of the school. She says, you have to handle. We were flabbergasted.
Oh, we love the story. It
and
was
that
so
story,
cute. Yes, it was covered in Indian England News.
New England News.
Yes.
I was very excited
Absolutely.
about it.
Absolutely, we were so excited.
Yeah, it is.
Now tell me, what are some of your dreams for future about yourself and for our community?
Yeah.
No?
I tell you, our community is progressing.
Yes.
It is growing fast. It is getting involved in various charitable causes, noble causes. It is also involved in music, arts, in every direction.
So
Whether
talented,
it is dance,
so talented.
you know, and very talented people are progressing. So there's a great future for that.
Yes.
And so far as we are concerned, a lot of good people are involved in this. A lot of good, like
Yes.
you are doing. And, you know, India New England News and India New England Media and everything. But so many people and so many organizations are really working
Yes.
towards that goal.
Yes.
And it looks very good.
Yes.
It looks that our children, they are studying, they are very ambitious,
Yes.
and parents are doing their bit like our
Uh-huh.
parents used to do. My mother,
Uh-huh.
पढ़ो पढ़ो
पढ़ो, पढ़ो.
बस वही है. Then they are
बिना
they are-
पढ़ाई के तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा. So they are, but they are also, I am seeing that, see, another metamorphosis of
Uh-huh.
our community, that these young children, they are not just looking doctor, engineer, engineer. You are a doctor, you are good.
But see, I'm doing different things.
Yeah, different things. So
Right,
they are now
right.
going into leadership.
Yes.
They are going
Yes.
to be, do you believe that in India,
Uh-huh.
is being considered, if Hillary Clinton comes as
Yes.
president,
Uh-huh.
Neera Tandon, she may
Uh-huh.
be the chief of staff.
That would be
I mean,
wonderful.
but there are so many other people.
Yes, like
so
the dean of Harvard Business School,
Nitin
Nitin
Noria, he is
then
from IIT
Mr.
Bombay.
Khurana.
And Khurana,
It's
you know,
amazing.
Harvard. Not only
Yeah.
that, maybe the next Supreme Court Justice may be an
Absolutely.
Indian. He's there.
Absolutely.
And so the perspective and the future of our community,
Mhm.
but I tell you, there is one big challenge.
Uh-huh.
And that challenge, without being political,
Yes.
that challenge is that a lot of bad things are happening in the world.
Right.
And, you know, we don't know
Mhm.
as a grandparent
Mhm.
that when we send our children to the school,
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
they come back?
That is the sad
You
part.
know, that is a, so what I want to, if
Mhm.
you are asking me what are
Mhm.
your
Dreams for the
dreams
future.
for the future,
Right.
if I can do something
Mhm.
to enthuse people,
Mhm.
to enthuse the country or in some way,
Yes.
now I am in the evening of my life.
That is the
But-
best part sometimes.
Yeah, but, you know, and do something about it.
Yeah.
That it is not in this world when education and technology is expanding and you are misusing
I
technology
agree.
to kill people
Yeah.
and you are
That is
using
sad.
guns to kill
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So that is a big, you know, dream
That
is
needs to
someday
change.
that we should be feeling that our grandchildren when they
Are
go to
safe.
school,
Yes.
they are safe.
Absolutely.
They have to. And not only that, we have to excite and enthuse our children
Right.
that you are having a good life.
Mhm. Right.
But there are millions of people in India, Africa, Asia,
Right.
they are hungry. They don't have clothes. They don't have shelter.
Mhm.
They don't have anything.
Mhm.
Help them.
Right. To
Whether
give
by
back in
food.
life.
Yes,
To
give back.
It's so important.
Give back. It is
Yes.
very important. And I tell you,
Mhm.
if everybody gives a little bit of back,
Yes.
it can be done.
We'll all be
Desh
enriched.
Deshpande is doing.
Yes.
Ekal Vidyalaya is doing.
Absolutely.
So many Pratham is, so many
So many of them
organizations
are
are doing
yeah.
to uplift the villages,
Mm.
to uplift that population. And you believe that what force
Yes.
that
How much we
manpower
could do
can
together.
bring.
Yeah.
Now I tell you one saying which I read,
Mhm.
one book. Robert Williams has been a Nobel Prize of
Uh-huh.
Ireland.
Uh-huh.
So he writes, in that context,
Uh-huh.
he says, I am poor
Uh-huh.
and I am under your feet, but please, don't press me so hard. I have my dreams,
Oh.
but don't press me so hard that my dreams are shattered. So this is what I say to these
Okay.
young children
Uh-huh.
and to my grandchildren. I want to tell them that look, these poor people, God made them poor
Mhm.
because they came in poor family. Who knows? God bless everybody. Next generation you don't know.
Absolutely.
Try to
Look
help.
at the great presidents, President
Yeah.
Clinton, Obama.
Oh,
They
yes.
didn't come from wealthy families.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
they can, no, not only that, you
Mhm.
help and inspire
Yes.
those children, and they are very intelligent, they are very
Absolutely.
good. Now I gave you an
Absolutely.
example, another
Yes.
one. Give me little, you can add it. You know, recently,
Uh-huh.
my granddaughter,
Uh-huh.
Bianca, graduated from Wesley College.
Uh-huh.
So we were all there, the family, we
It's
were
wonderful.
sitting. And nice, beautiful weather. all big people were there. But my daughter tells me, Rachna, Reena, they
Mrs.
tell
Clinton
me,
is from there too,
Yeah.
Wellesley College, right?
Yeah, Mrs. Clinton. They tell me that, look, Papa, Oprah is sitting there.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
your picture with Oprah actually.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So Oprah just 2 rows ahead,
Uh-huh.
she was sitting hidden like
Uh-huh.
white clothes, no frills and any the kind of
Real
the
sign of
publicity,
greatness, right?
just sitting there. Then I said, I won't miss that opportunity. So those people around her,
You have a
bodyguards,
teenager's energy, you know.
yeah, the thing is, yeah, thank you. But the great people in the world,
Uh-huh.
and she's an
She's
icon.
amazing,
She's
amazing.
amazing. I just went
Uh-huh.
and I shook hands with
Uh-huh.
her and I said, I admire your work
That's wonderful.
and you are doing such noble work and
True.
you are an icon.
She truly
And
is.
it is my great fortune to meet
Uh-huh.
you. She was so nice.
Very
She squeezed
gracious.
my hands and she told me, you are very nice.
Aw. So on that note,
So,
that is a great story. And on that note, I can chat with you actually all day.
yeah.
We are looking forward to honoring you on 20th October at New England Choice Awards. We are certainly very rich in our community because we have you. So
Thank you.
thank you so
It's
much for
It's a
coming.
great honor.
Thank you.
But
Thank
one
you
thing
so much.
I'll close with one
Uh-huh,
thing.
absolutely.
It is not my honor. This is honor of the community who gave me the opportunity to serve them.